The United Kingdom, a place of dreams where the bustling streets promise a life of fulfillment. But behind the dazzling appearance, a different story unfolds. What happens when the pursuit of happiness leaves you feeling isolated and disconnected? When the very thing that is supposed to bring you happiness instead leaves you feeling empty.
Because I'm a student, living in the UK can be quite difficult sometimes.
Welcome to the unseen side of the UK. One place where the past and present blend seamlessly together has to be the United Kingdom. With iconic landmarks like world-class museums and a flourishing art scene, the UK is a place that has something for everyone. The United Kingdom was formed in 1707 with the Acts of Union, which united the Kingdom of England and the Kingdom of Scotland to form the Great Britain. Later, in 1801, the United Kingdom joined Ireland, forming the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. And so, with a sense of excitement, I made the decision to move to the UK in 2023. It was one decision that was important for my personal and professional growth. So I decided to relocate to the UK for a better quality of life and to be part of a structured environment, to be a part of a working system. Within my first few months living in the UK, I noticed something. The people here are quite different from where I was coming from, Nigeria. Here, people are so focused on their daily routines, which is most times work and personal spaces. That's not actually a bad thing, but most times it is extreme. In the UK, especially in London, you can be living close to someone without even knowing who they are. Like, you are completely strangers with your neighbor. I start asking myself questions like, why is it like this here? Why is the system this way? Is there something deeper?
Living in the UK can be quite difficult sometimes because everybody's focused on work, paying bills, and because of those responsibilities, there's no time aside to spend with family and friends. And also everything's gone up in terms of pricing. So most of the money is being used on bills and childcare, and no one really has extra money aside to be using on going out with friends to the pub or going out for a meal when they have other priorities in place. And also I would say Monday to Friday you're busy working, so the only time you have to rest is a weekend, and usually you just want to stay at home, relax, catch up on your TV shows because everyone's into media now, or you want to go on social media and just, you know, watch vlogs, etc. So I think that not everyone has the availability to go out and socialize, and I think that's why everyone's introvert. Most of the people here are introverted, and also I feel like they may not be the type to go out, especially because we have more winter than summer, so you wouldn't want to subject yourself to cold, harsh conditions just for a drink when you could be indoors with family and friends catching up.
would say that it is not easy to actually mix up with new people, combining it with work, school, especially because I'm a student.
You're a student.
So you have the limited time to work and the limited time to do your coursework and mix up with new people. And sometimes you really need to know what to say and what not to say.
Exactly.
And know how the words that come out from your mouth.
Studies have shown that because people in the UK are so busy rushing to work and moving from place to place, they tend to forget to stop, look around, and connect with the people right next to them. How easy is it to balance social interactions with this busy work life, especially inside UK's biggest city, London?
No, it isn't easy. Like, London's like a rat race.
Okay.
So you always got to be on the go. Me, I don't really, obviously, I have my own thing that I'm doing on the side, apart from
work.
what I'm doing. So I don't really have the time to be, seeing people.
Looking for people to...
Yeah, sometimes if I get the time, then I will. But right now, like, I've got certain goals and aspirations that I want to achieve. So
just like everybody else, because I think that's why London is like that. Everybody is trying to focus on themselves.
There's a lot of people that are drifting as well. So there's people that are busy, but what are you busy doing? You could be busy, I don't know, partying every day.
Exactly, that's
busy,
the thing.
Or you could be busy, productive, like doing something productive, innit? Bettering yourself.
Yeah, not all busy, not all being busy is productive.
So where I'm bettering myself, and I don't think I'm better than anyone else, but I want to better myself. Me and other people that I used to hang around with, we're not on the same page.
Anymore. On the same,
hang around, more. I'll say hi, but I got stuff to do.
Okay. So now, would you say this has affected people in London? Like I know it's very good to be busy. I know personally I am naturally someone who's always to myself, so I don't really have issues with this. But sometimes I hear people say they're depressed because people don't really relate with each other here in London. If everybody is keeping to themselves, so sometimes it could cause some mental health issues to some people. So what do you think about this?
Like I said, what are you busy doing? Like, everyone's on everything's online nowadays, isn't it? So
of course,
that, like, I don't know how it is in Nigeria, but maybe in Nigeria, obviously the culture is different, so it's very family oriented. Like, everyone's,
who's in your street,
there's
who lives in your
togetherness. Everyone's together. Everyone's maybe not on their phones, but where social media is taken over, like, no one, I can't even explain it how I want to explain it, but it's like everyone just goes on their phones and FaceTimes people, innit? Instead of you going to meet your friend somewhere to, I don't know, have a coffee or something.
Or building real life connection.
Exactly.
They prefer doing it on social media.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't. It lacks that a lot in London.
Okay.
And with the mental health, there's just a lot in it. There's people who got a lot going on in it.
So you feel like social media has made it worse, yeah?
That's a part of it, but that's not the only thing. But it's like, London's an expensive place as well. So obviously
people are thinking about
bills. You got to put food on the table. There's like, everything's the price has gone up in London. So obviously
recession.
People can't afford how a certain lifestyle that they want to live. They can't afford it, so that might make them depressed.
And make them keep to themselves.
Also, as well, with the social media, you might be trying to compare yourself to other people. Other people might have certain things that you ain't got. You're comparing yourself to them. That might cause mental health.
Giving yourself pressure, unnecessary pressure.
Making you feel that you're behind in life. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. You just need to see
what my mates are doing.
You need to stay in your own lane.
One era that has impacted social interactions in the UK is the Victorian era, also known as the class system, which lasted between 1937 to 1901. This era was more about property, restraint, and etiquette. People were expected to behave a certain way with strict rules governing everything from manners to emotions. This era is believed to have influenced the modern day UK. The fact is that many people who move into the UK feel very alone. They leave behind friends and family, and it's hard to make new friends when they come here.
Study which was run by the Mental Health Foundation, where they found that 1 in 3 Black people experience feelings of loneliness, a higher rate than what we saw in the 1 in 4 people, 4 adults who experience loneliness here in the UK.
Another study shows that people in the UK, especially immigrants, experience loneliness caused by leaving social networks behind and facing adaptation challenges to a new culture. Difficulty in building social connections in the UK could contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness for some. Some people have blamed social media for being one of the causes of this isolation that people feel. While social media platforms provide a way to connect with people across geographical distances and offer a sense of community and belonging, on the other hand, excessive use of social media can increase the feeling of loneliness and isolation. The curated highlight reels of others' lives can promote unrealistic expectations and comparisons.
Not all people, but I think people bring these things upon themselves because you need to just come off the social media and you need to just, I don't know, read a book or something, man. Just do something.
Because whether you like it, I think there's life outside social media.
Yeah,
People fail to see it.
There is.
People are so
Even just being here, like I just finished a run.
Yeah.
So I like to be out in nature as well. I don't want to just be stuck in my room with the curtains closed in the dark, looking at my phone. Like I don't know. But I think a lot of that as well, not all of it, is to do with social media because it gets pushed out there. Everyone's got like material. It's a materialistic world we're living in as well. Yeah. So people are seeing it. They might not have those things, and they might feel, I don't know, insecure about themselves. Yeah. You might have a car, but no one knows what you went through to get that car. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then there's other people.
But someone else seeing it from the outside, like, oh, she has a car. I don't have a car.
But there's other people that do madnesses to get the car. But we're not gonna get into all of that.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. Personally, I wouldn't do that. I would get to know yourself, innit?
Yeah. And
stay on your lane. Because when you start doing that now, you're kind of coming away from yourself and you're searching outward to try and I want to be like you need to be yourself else, man. Yeah. I'm not in competition with no one. I'm in competition with me.
Now let's keep to the positive part. The thing is, as bad as it could seem, you can always find ways to adapt, which isn't that difficult actually. I have been able to come up with some ways to ease up the adaptation process. Some of the things I do include spending time reading books in the library, exploring parks, and enjoying quiet time in my apartment. These activities help me recharge and feel more at ease in a culture that values subtlety. For those who just arrived the UK and those who have been here, especially if you're naturally an outgoing person or thrive on social connections, adjusting to this local lifestyle might come with its challenges. In the UK, people often prioritize their routines and personal spaces, keeping more to themselves.
So sometimes you just really need to know what you're doing and be on top of your game and always keep your head high up, because trust me, Nigerians, we are proud. And we will not stop being proud because we know where we are from.
Exactly.
We cannot lose our culture. Our culture is very impressive, and it's very important that we stay true to our culture and beliefs.
As a new immigrant with a love for social life, you might find this a bit tough to navigate. Building connections and finding your social rhythm here could take some time. But you know what? It's all part of discovering your place in this new chapter. For someone like me, adapting hasn't really been a challenge. Given my busy schedule, I spend most of my time at work, and the few hours I have at home, I just want to rest and recharge. In a way, it hasn't really been difficult for me to adapt, as I am naturally someone who keeps to myself and prioritize my downtime. So navigating social situations that value subtlety comes naturally.
So if you are a type of person who loves to focus on your space, in your lane, being to yourself, introverted kind of person, then the UK will be a perfect fit for you, because the system is actually built for people like that. People who are introverted in nature, people who just love to be to themselves. So if you are that kind of person, you won't really have issues when, while living in the UK. In all these, some of the things I love about the UK since I've been here is that the system teaches you how to focus on your priorities, setting your priorities straight. Because you don't really have time here. People hardly have time here, especially immigrants. So the few times you have, or the little time you have in your hands, you just want to focus on what is important, the most important things, the most important tasks. So that is one thing the system teaches you. The system also teaches you how to be self-sufficient, efficient, and time management, like I said before.
Moving to a new country like the UK, especially if you're going to be in London, can be tough, especially when it feels like everyone is busy with their own lives. But here is the thing, you are not alone. There are people out there who understand what you're going through, and there are communities waiting to be built. So please don't give up, keep pushing forward, and know that you are not the only one navigating this journey. Mention the name of your city in the comments, and let's start connecting with others.
No, just why